What is going on, guys? This is another mock draft on the channel, of course. I am your host, the Inside the Boot podcast. Another mock draft today on the channel, of course, only covering the New York Giants. This time, no full round mock draft. If you guys want to see videos like that, go look at my channel below. I have a bunch of videos on doing full round mock drafts where I pick for every single team and where I think the best fit is and all of that stuff. Gonna probably do another one before the actual draft starts, which is super soon. Super excited. As a Giants fan, we know we need to kill this draft, whether it's drafting a top wide receiver at number 6, building up the offensive line, or even trying to see if a quarterback falls in the draft and hope you can maybe snag one. But of course, 3 rounds of the mock draft. Let's get right into it. Of course, Bears selecting number 1. Let's see if there's any funky stuff. Maybe the Patriots go J.J. McCarthy or, maybe something like that. So let's start off the draft. And how about that? Look at that. Look at this. I think this is the first time ever we have a draft like this. So really, really rare to have a start like this. J.J. McCarthy going to the Patriots. I guess the Patriots, in their mind, believe that, of course, Tom Brady, Michigan quarterback, that's going to be the new J.J. McCarthy. But how about this draft? And with how this Giants thing fell, you have 3 realistic picks at pick 6. You have Drake May, you have Malik Neighbors as a top pick, as a top wide receiver left on the board, and you have Joe Audit, of course, the top tackle. So you have 3 positions of need all in one. So this could be no other. This is a dream come true for the New York Giants. And I know a lot of people do not love Drake May's tape, but he's a guy that can put it in the right spot at the right time. And listen, his film it's kind of inconsistent. It's kind of hard to really analyze him, but I think he's a really good player. I think he's really good. I think he's got that Josh Allen play style with Justin Herbert's arm. I've seen a lot of people say about it, and I firmly agree. I think his tape looks good. There were some throws that you're like, how the hell did he get that in those tight windows, which is huge. But nonetheless, Drake May is a New York Giant. Drake May, pick number 6. Never in our mock draft time that we've been able to select a quarterback for Drake May. We've drafted Michael Penix Jr. before, and we paired him with Rome Odunze, I believe. But now we got an opportunity to do that. Now we've got some solid options here. Of course, there's another wide receiver. There's Troy Franklin, who fell to the 2nd round. Michael Penix Jr. is here. Roman Wilson, Javen Bullard, the safety out of Georgia. I think he's really good. I think in terms of this, it's really between Tyler Nubin and Javen Bullard. Kind of made a mistake in the last mock draft, but I'm going to let you guys figure that out. So definitely tune into that video. A lot of interesting options here. And for the New York Giants, they lost Xavier McKinney, so definitely getting a safety in the 2nd round is not out of the question. They could definitely establish that as early as the 2nd round, and I think that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. Whether it's Javen Bullard out of Georgia or Tyler Nubin, but really none of these other guys. Maybe Brandon Fisk out of Florida State kind of catches some eyes, but that's his PFF grade. But yeah, I kind of think that's the pick. I wouldn't know if I'm reaching for a guy like Chris Jenkins. I think he's a solid defensive line. There's Jonathan Brooks. There's a bunch of guys, but I think I'm going to go with Tyler Nubin here out of Minnesota. So that's going to be my 2nd pick in the draft. Before we get to our 3rd pick, let's see how the draft is unfolded, really. I mean, it's kind of a crazy thing. I did not know the Patriots were actually going to go J.J. McCarthy, so that happened. So, solid prediction on my part. Caleb Williams goes 1, Jaden Daniels goes to, J.J. McCarthy, Marvin Harrison Jr., and then Drake May. And so, Malik Neighbors falls all the way down to the New York Jets. New York Jets getting a top wide receiver. So now they have Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, and Mike Williams. And assuming if all three of those guys could stay healthy, that could easily be one of the best wide receiver corps in the entire NFL. And you have Aaron Rodgers. You have Aaron Rodgers too as your quarterback. As long as he stays healthy, I fully expect that Jets team to be a playoff team. I'll tell you that right now. I'd be shocked if the Jets cannot make the playoffs with the roster they have. And if they can't make the playoffs, even as a wild card team, I think Saleh's gone. I'd be shocked, and I'd be disappointed. I mean, well, I don't know if disappointed is the right word, but definitely would be I guess confused, because I would be shocked if they missed the playoffs with all that talent. I think the Jets have some talent in what they're building, but yeah, it'll be interesting how this mock draft goes. But yeah, so Jets go pick 10. Of course, Vuaga goes to the Raiders. Brian Thomas Jr. goes to the Saints. Jared Verse heads up to Seattle. Some other good picks that, in my opinion, definitely do like the Bills going wide receiver, because, of course, Stephon Diggs is no longer with the Buffalo Bills. He is now with the Houston Texans. Solid pickup for them, but we'll see how the Texans are this year. Made a lot of good moves for them. In the second round, nothing really catches my eye too much except for the Saints going Bo Nix. With the trade with the Seattle Seahawks and New York Giants. Giants went Tyler Nubin to solidify the safety role. But for our third round pick, and to wrap up this quick mock draft, we are going to be taking the guard from UConn, Christian Haynes. And that's going to do it for this mock draft. We will break down the third round, and then that'll do it for the episode. So, grading the draft, we get an A+. Drake May goes pick number 6. He falls all the way down to us. Tyler Nubin, A+ for us as well for second round. And Christian Haynes from UConn is our final selection. So Giants get their QB of the future. Daniel Jones will be on his way out. Tyler Nubin, future safety for us. And then Christian Haynes will be the future guard to build up the interior line. But that'll do it for this episode. I appreciate all you guys tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next mock draft.